I had just commented on this. I literally just commented on this. I was talking to somebody about it because they brought it to my attention about Derrick Jaxn and this whole thing that he was cheating and all that. I really don't care. But they sent me a link, like a little small clip of the interview. Everybody's talking about it. And I went and logged on my SWP channel. And in the community tab, I don't know, I'm not even subscribed to Ayami Laho. I don't think I'm subscribed to her. But anyway, her stuff popped up in my feed. So she had posted something about talking about discussing it later on. But anyway, she had somebody had created a meme with Derrick Jaxn's wife up there, with the shower cap on, or the bonnet, whatever you want to call it. And now that I know that people are focusing on the meme, I'm going to say what I was thinking and what I had mentioned to somebody else. I do not understand, right? I could have a totally separate discussion about Derrick Jaxn and, the way that a lot of women are running with the men cheating and all this other stuff. And I could have a whole conversation about men cheating, or I could just condense it down real brief. But anyway, I want to know, why did she get up in front of the camera with the damn bonnet on? You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to know, like, why did she get in front of the camera with the bonnet on? I'm saying, your man cheated. He's up there apologizing and everything. Like, you should be, and this is what I understand about a lot of black women across the board, because the whole optics and presentation thing, regardless of what y'all want to say, regardless of what y'all want to deny, it's a problem. And I'm sitting there and saying to myself, why is she getting in front of the camera holding his hand wearing a damn bonnet? You know what I'm saying? Like, my grandparents, like my grandmother on both sides of my family wouldn't have walked out wearing a damn bonnet or a shouted like that. That's just a no-no. You just don't do that. And I guess, yeah, you in the comfort of your own home and everything. But since we have the internet and it's technology and everybody, you're inviting people into your space, with the camera, why are you wearing a damn bonnet? Like I'm just saying, if I was her and my man cheated on me, and I'm saying I'm a guy, I can't think like a woman, but I'm just saying the smart thing to do tactically, in my opinion, would be to go up there and be the baddest bitch that you can be. Like, I mean, just be up there, just being a bad bitch, having millions of men looking at Derrick Jaxn's wife, saying to themselves, like, wait, hold on, you cheated on her? You cheated on that? Nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, like, she went up there with a bonnet, looking tired, and it's like, oh, well, I see why he was messing around with you and with these other women. I don't understand what she doesn't understand and what so many other sisters don't understand about the optics of that type of stuff. Because real talk, in the back of the mind of a lot of men, when they see, like, your woman and you cheated, and then, and I'm saying it's not as cut and dry as this, because, as they say, what's the saying? How's it go? One man's trash is another man's treasure, right? Show me a bad bitch and I'll show you a man that's tired of fucking her, right? There's expressions like that, right? And what's funny is, I didn't even know that Derrick Jaxn, like when you type in black man on Google, I didn't know that a lot of the images that I would see of the so-called ideal dark-skinned black man that were popping up were actually Derrick Jaxn. The other person that I was talking to was like, yo, he's jacked. I was like, he is? Right? So I went and I Googled some images. I was like, oh, that's him. I didn't even realize that's how much I don't watch dude. I'm not invested in him, which is a whole nother conversation. All these people that are invested, in these people. I don't invest in Derrick Jaxn. You know what I'm saying? I looked at him like, okay, he's up there with the capes. Oh, everything is, women are wonderful. Single mothers are better. Older women are better. All this bullshit that he was saying, gassing these women heads up, getting money off of it. You know what I'm saying? Even with his wife coming on the camera and holding his hand and everything, you know what I'm saying? You know why all this isn't even like, everybody's focusing on the cheating, but why, like, I don't even really think anybody should be tripping, because all the money that he's made over the years, gassing black women's heads up, lying them, telling them what they want to hear, even if it's so far from reality and so far from the truth, he's taken that money and brought that back to his woman. So she probably running around laced in Christian Dior and Jimmy Choo shoes and Louis Vuitton bags and Birkin bags and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I messed up. Okay, I cheated and everything. But if we don't fix this, this whole lifestyle that I'm providing for you off of telling black women a bunch of bullshit, I'm not going to be able to do. So she's like, okay, let me get on the camera. I still love my husband and all this other shit and whatever. And I'm just like, and I'm saying this as somebody who didn't even watch the video. And I have no desire, to watch the video. I do not care what goes on in their life. Now, as it pertains to the men cheating and everything, after I seen, Derrick Jaxn, and I seen how he was built, and he's gassing women's heads up, and you got, he looks the way that he does, and he's dark chocolate, and so all the women are just, all that dumb shit, right? I'm like, okay, I can see where, that's gonna be some serious temptation. Women don't really understand, like, how, like, as a man, like, until you get some muscle, some size on you, until you get your money right, you know what I mean? You don't have options like that when it comes to women. You got to develop yourself more. Like, women, like, y'all will be, you could be 19 years old and be pretty, and you will have every man from the same age as you all the way up, even younger than you, all the way up until 90 looking at your ass. Until you hit the wall, as the white boys say, and then nobody's looking at you anymore. Or they're looking at women who are younger than you, at that point. You know what I mean? But with guys, like, it's just the same thing. We talked about Tiger Woods and all that. Women don't understand, that it's completely different when, you have so many guys aren't used to that. Just like women aren't used to, women aren't used to rejection. Women are always getting dudes hollering at them. Women can't take rejection. Men are used to rejection. If a man walks into a club, walks into a dance floor, you got many guys that they'll just keep on hitting on a woman until they get a hit. I know guys that literally look at it like it's an odds game. I'm going to holler at 10 women, 15 women, 20 women in this club. One of them is going to say yes. One of them are going to be able to take home and fuck. And that's how they look at it. Where women, you take a woman and you say, okay, I want you to go in there and hit on, as many men as you can. Man, I'm telling you, by the time she gets turned down on the second guy, she's done for the night. She's done. She is not going to continue, trying to hit on guys, because women are not used to rejection like that. Men constantly get rejected. I mean, this is something that even, I think Six the Goddess made a video about this, talking about how women reject men and they don't even think about it. Where men, we sit there and we're like consumed with the fact that we got rejected. And then we'll even take out that rejection from some woman that we actually wanted. Some woman rejected us 20 years ago. And then we'll sit there and we'll come across a woman and maybe she looks like her in some way or close enough or whatever. And then, take out all that anger on her. You really see this with a lot of black men that maybe they wanted that light skinned chick and then they couldn't get her, or they wanted fat ass Keisha or something and they couldn't get her. And then when they finally get a chick that looks like that, it's like payback. You know what I mean? And then she Six the Goddess made this video talking about he's going to cash in, right? I forget the title of the video, but it was something to that effect. And she made a very valid point. That is true. Like, men, they harp on their rejections. Women, they reject and move on. Okay. But since women aren't the ones that chase men, women aren't the ones that are pursuing, women they're not used to rejection like that. Not like men, because again, as I said in a previous video, men are the ones that holler at women. Women don't holler at men. Women can only do essentially flybys and buzz the tower, try to knock over his coffee while he's in the tower, trying to navigate all the planes and everything. Like, oh, what was that? It's like, oh yeah, that was a Tomcat. That was a F-15 fighter jet that just flew past your tower, knocked your coffee. Now you got to pay attention because she's buzzing the tower. You see what I'm saying? But that's how women, get the guy to notice them. They'll sit there and, be in front of him, bat their eyelashes, go to the gym. Are you using this? Be right next to you with the equipment, put that arch in their back and, start trying to do like, back rows with the weight and shit like that. Trying to show off, stand right in front of you, move all around the equipment. Try to give you the angle in the mirror or something. I mean, they do a whole bunch of stuff if they're interested in you. But I'm just making the point that, women are not used to rejection. Men are used to rejection. So there's differences. The other thing, I haven't seen no women talking about this. I haven't seen any titles, none of that. Y'all want to get on Derrick. And I'm saying rightfully so. He's the one that's got to apologize and everything. His wife did nothing wrong, right? But how come y'all don't talk about the homewreckers? How come y'all don't ever talk about the hoes? All these videos I'm seeing, black men cheat, good men cheat, high value men cheat, all this shit, but nobody wants to talk about the hoes. Nobody wants to talk about the homewrecker. Nobody wants to talk about the bitch on the side. Y'all want to run around and y'all want to act like you got a sisterhood and it's girl power and you go girl sister and I got your back and smash the patriarchy and we can't stand these heteronormative cisgendered males, all that shit. But a lot of y'all be out here on some scandalous shit and you be, fucking your girl's man and everything. You sitting there, you think he's fine and everything, and you just waiting for the opportunity for, your friend or whoever to, mess up. You know what I mean? And not only that, you got mamas out here that are plotting on their daughters' boyfriends and stuff like, don't make me spill the tea. Don't make me kick over the punch bowl. Don't make me kick over the punch bowl. Okay? Because I've entered some of these women's forums, their little secret forums that they have, and I mean the amount of tea that was on the floor. I mean, it was like ankle high of tea on the floor. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, this is wild. But see, y'all don't talk about that in the open. You want to make it act like, women are just sitting around and we're just waiting to be loved and cherished and we're the only honest beings in the universe. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Y'all be out here doing scandalous stuff just like dudes. Like I pointed out a long time ago, women cheat in the margins. Men get caught because usually the side piece, you gotta wine and dine her. She wants to eventually try to replace, the main chick, right? That's how men get caught, because they gotta make up. They gotta account for all that lost time. You go out on a Saturday, where were you for the last 4 hours? Oh shit. Women, on the other hand, when they cheat, they find some dude that like, what you doing? Whatever, chilling. I'm over here. I'm on my lunch break or whatever. Okay, well, I'm on my lunch break. I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna fuck you, and then I'm gonna get the fuck on. And that's what they do. They come up like they'll fuck you in the margins. You know what I'm saying? Half an hour lunch break, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the grocery store. Stop at, Ray Sean's house. Bang, bang, bang. And then, because Ray Sean don't care. Men are not like, you didn't take me out to dinner. You didn't wine me and dine me. You're only fucking me in secret. Like, men don't complain about that. They're like, man, shit, she gave me the ass. I don't have to put in no investment. I ain't got to spend no money. I ain't got to do nothing. All she want me to do is just beat it up. And plus that, like, inflates men's egos, because they're like, yeah, see, I just got it like that because, I'll just put in the pipe on her. She like how I feel, and what I'm saying, how a nigga do, that's how black men think. It's dumb, but if a chick that you find attractive is just like, I just want to, you to beat it up or whatever, they'll engage in that until, the woman makes the man feel like he's the piece of ass, and then they get mad about that shit, which is the irony of it, because it's like, that's what you were from go. Why didn't you just accept the fact that's what you... Well, no, she got to make me feel like she's actually into me, right? And this is another thing that Six the Goddess talked about. If a woman, because there's women who have actually said, like, yeah, we just want to, get with a guy and just, have sex and all that other stuff. But, I need you to just hit it and then get the hell out. Because I'm not trying to catch feelings. Because, see, women, a lot of times they struggle to compartmentalize their feelings like men do. You know what I'm saying? Men, they compartmentalize women. Wifey, jump off, bottom bitch. They compartmentalize. Women, on the other hand, they start messing with a dude for too long, A lot of them will catch feelings. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen to dudes. I'm just saying women are more emotional, hormones, all that stuff, oxytocin, all that crap. Right? I don't think anybody wants to sit up in here and argue. And I don't even know why women try to argue that point, because you're standing before us right now trying to argue the point that women are these benevolent creatures that are all about feelings and emotions and true love and everything else. And I'm like, exactly, that's what I'm saying. Which is why a lot of you all, you need more to when it comes to, when you're banging a dude. But that doesn't mean that you all don't do it. Women are always out here looking for the bigger and better deal. Women are always out here, whether you want to call it hypergamy or not. If you're dating some dude and he works at, ShopRite, and then you meet another dude and, he's, some executive somewhere, sorry guy at ShopRite, but you're done. This is why dudes run around screaming all this gold digger nonsense. I'm like, yeah, women will upgrade if they have the opportunity to. I mean, that's just a fact of life. The sexual marketplace is a competition. I don't know why people somehow think that love overcomes the reality of the sexual marketplace. It's a market. You have buyers, you have sellers, you have people whose prices are too high. You have people that sell at bargain rates. I mean, you have people who want to, exchange, swap, whatever. You know what I mean? So people are always trying to upgrade. People are always trying to go from, the Toyota Urus, to the freaking, is that what it's called? The Urus? Yeah, I think it's the Toyota Urus, trying to get in the big body Benz. I mean, can you blame anybody for trying to do that? You know what I mean? But so people want to get mad when, basically where they are is only, I don't know, maybe they're a middle grade car, or they're a Cadillac or some shit like that. But they're not the Mercedes. And then the Mercedes comes along and the person's like, hey, here's my opportunity to get with the Mercedes. And they go and they get with the Mercedes. Right? But that whole thing, like I said before, if you wanna be a father, if you wanna be married and all that other stuff, you gotta know, like, it's a commitment. And I'm saying you gotta know that that's what you want to do. If you want to run the streets and you want to run through a whole bunch of bitches, then go on and do that. But you can't get both. And there's a lot of people out here I'll say there's a lot of men out here that seemingly want the respectability of being a married man and a father and all this other bullshit. And then but at the same time, they still want to, indulge in their guilty pleasures. And I'm like, I call bullshit on that. You know what I mean? Like that right there, that's a bad look, for the collective reputation, the category, that is black men. It's a bad look. But everybody wants to hyper focus on the negativity. It's drama. It's YouTube. That's what people are going to do. Surprise, surprise. Shit people going to talk about. People going to make memes. People going to talk shit. It is what it is. But like I said, the whole bonnet thing, the whole, I know what it is. It's colorism, all that crap. And I'm like, she got a bonnet on her head though. Like, for real, like, why are you getting in front of the camera with a bonnet on your head in front of millions of people, as big as his following is? Man, if I was her, I would have came on that camera with a sequins dress. You know what I'm saying? I would have had the fucking all the scales going. I would have come out that bitch looking like I was going to the damn Emmys or something. I was going to the BET Awards. I would have came out, if I was her, I would have been looking like I was about to get an award. Like I wasn't nominated. I knew I was gonna get the shit. You know what I'm saying? I knew I had my speech ready and everything. That would have been me if I was her. But she came out looking like, it's Sunday. Maybe it was Sunday when they recorded it, but I'm saying she came out looking like it's Sunday. You know what I mean? Looking like she had nowhere to go. I understand she's sad and upset, but I mean, help me to understand what some women don't understand about the optics. Help me to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, in the male circles, you're hearing, well, I'm saying, can you blame him? He got all these offers and all this stuff and everything else. And again, you already know there's a bunch of women who tried it. The way he looks, the fact that he's built, you know what I mean? He's a decent looking dude, and he's running his mouth. You know what I'm saying? He's flapping his gums. Women like that. Oh, you're this, you're that. Oh, I accept you and how you are, and da 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 da. So no woman thinks that if they try to get at him, that they're going to be rejected because they think that he's just the greatest man in the universe. Like, and this is nothing new. You know what I mean? It's one of the reasons why, I'm on that anti-Christian, don't mess with the church and all that stuff. Because how many times have we seen this over the years? You get these pastors, they get up there, they got mega churches talking all this, God, white Jesus, this, that, and the third. And then you come to find out, they cheating on their wife with a man, you know what I'm saying? Or they cheating on their wife, with a woman or something like that. But for some reason, it always seems to be a man. It's always a gay scandal. Isn't that weird? You know what I mean? They in the airport, tapping their feet underneath the stalls, it's just all type of nonsense. I remember when they had that with Governor McGreevey of New Jersey. I remember they had that, he out there, on some LGBT type. It's just funny. People be living these double lives because they don't want to be honest with themselves and, society and, the pressures and whatnot. I'm like, man, if you got to fake who you are to that extent, man, like you don't need, all you're going to do is hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a super duper ultra colorist and all you like is other light skins and ESL women, ESLU, that's what we call it now, extended light skin universe, right? It was ELSU. What is it? Extended light skin universe. Yeah, ELSU, right? So like if that's what you like, then you just need to go over there and be over there. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're going to marry a dark-skinned woman, you're going to get with one, and you're going to be sitting there and you're going to be looking over, wondering what's on somebody else's plate because that's what you really want. You know what I mean? So instead of doing all that, you need to go, you need to, get what you want. And now this will be my last word because this goes back to what I always said. This is why I've always said for men to get their shit together first before they get married. It seems like with Derrick Jaxn and many these other black men that go out here, right? They become these YouTube stars, they blow up and everything. Because I don't know did he get married? I think he got married after he blew up. No. So, excuse me. He got married before he really blew up on YouTube. It's kind of like a simultaneous thing, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I'm saying this is a shining example, in my opinion, if that is the case, of what happens when you get men when men get more successful, they get more options. It's not like women. Okay, when y'all go out there and you got degrees and you educated and you throwing your fist in the hair and you a diva and the queen and everything else, okay, you all, your market, the sexual market for you shrinks because you only want to date up on your level or above. So the more successful, the wealthier, the more prosperous you become, the less likely that you're going to find somebody, especially if, you're not attractive, if you're not maintaining yourself. Men don't care about your success like that. Okay. However, for a man, if a man comes in and he's making $50,000 and then 10 years later, he's making, 100, K plus, he has more options at that 100K plus. Because I'm saying between 25 and 35, you're not going to change that much physically. You really change between 40 and 50, but you're really not going to change that much physically. So essentially, you look almost the same way that you do if you've been maintaining yourself at 35 as you did at 25. And you got more experience, and you probably got more game, and you got more money. Men are sexually peaking when they get older, while women are going in the opposite direction. And this is why, since day one, I've always advocated, and I don't know why and how we got away from this as the black community, black women need to get with black men that are older, that are, ready to settle down. And that's not to say that every man is ready to settle down. I am not ready to settle down, especially with all the information that I got about, all the resistance and wrong orientations in the community and all the, the court laws and the child custody, and that shit terrifies me, right? And rightfully so, right? But I'm saying, it's better for women to get with men who really want to settle down. You know what I mean? Who really are like, either I was never out there in the streets, running in the streets like that, I didn't want to do that, or they're like, I'm done with that. And now I want to settle down and be with somebody seriously and raise a family and all that other stuff. Y'all be on this. No, I want, men are saying they want the down chick. Again, forget those arguments, because most of those guys are never going to get it together like that anyway. Okay, get with men that got it going on. That way, that when they pick you and they're fully established and they're fully on, you are the woman that he wants, because he has options. See, if a man picks you and he's got a bunch of options and he makes you his choice, you can pretty much guarantee that you are the woman that he wants. But see, when y'all go with the whole, man on the come up and, you want these Build-A-Bear type of dudes, or I supported him and everything, and you're trying to leverage loyalty, you know what I'm saying? He may love you as the woman that supported him and everything else, but he may not be physically moved by you, or as physically moved by you as you may think. Okay? He doesn't have that type of thirst for you. Which again, women like being thirsted. But see, when a man has options and he chooses you, that's when you know that you're the woman that he wants. If a man doesn't have options and then he comes into options, there's no guarantee that he's going to want to, that he's not looking elsewhere saying, man, wait, what you mean? I can get this now? You know what I'm saying? That's like saying that, like, to put it a different way. It's akin to saying that, okay, you're making $40,000 right now. Okay. 10 years from now, you're making, I'll just throw it out there, $120,000. Okay. And, 10 years before, you couldn't afford that Mercedes-Benz that you wanted. But now you can. Right? Now you can. Right? And you only live life once, and you only go around this motherfucker once, and you're supposed to sit there and say, well, I don't really need the Mercedes. Even though I can afford it, I don't really need it. I'm like, yeah, good luck trying to tell yourself that after all that hard work and building up your net worth and everything else, that when you finally can afford what you actually wanted, you're going to forego that. And I got to tell you, women, men look at women the same way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, all this I see women do it. I see women do backdoor leveraging, trying to get a dude to be into him and like him and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I hope you know what you're doing, because there's no guarantees with that. And then that's usually when, if it doesn't work out, rape and pillage, he used me, rape and pillage, right? They jump up and start screaming rape and pillage and black women and loyalty and they start going crazy. And I'm like, but you weren't what he wanted from go, though. And I'm sure you kind of knew that. So the women, I see women trying to, I don't know why dudes accept it. I think dudes need to stop accepting the bullshit. But I'm saying women will try to come in, they'll try to backdoor leverage. I supported him. I was helping him do this and do that. And I made him a better man. And now that he's a better man, he has better options than you. And then that ends up, equating into, him stepping out. Now, I'm not saying that has anything to do with Derrick Jaxn. I'm just talking in general, so that, other people, like, I see a lot of people making stupid comments and got stupid belief systems and stupid ideas about all this stuff. I don't know why people do that, but since everybody wants to take, this little microcosm and, make it speak to the universe in the macrocosm sense, I'm just telling you all, that, when it comes to men and desirability, it's backwards for men. We have to build ourselves up in order to really get the women that we want. You all, if you're just blessed with good looks or you're just blessed with being pretty, you got men hitting on you since you was 12-year old. You got men hitting on you since you started, you hit puberty. You know what I mean? And so you start off with high value, and then over time your value goes down. With men, it's like a damn a parabola. You know what I'm saying? It starts off low, and then it goes high, then it peaks, and then it goes back down. You know what I'm saying? Women, it starts at puberty, and then it only goes down after that. So I just wanted to say that. I needed to share that because, I just need to get that off my chest because I saw the picture. I know I'm bringing up some other points and some other stuff that's more, can be universally applied. Yeah, that's all I got to say about the whole Derrick Jaxn thing, man. I'm just like, don't know why she got up there with the bonnet, but that's a different conversation. Anyway, that's my video. SWP out.